Hi, this is the summative review. We're going to go over it, the answers. So if we have addition, I'm just going to go right into it. We're going to subtract from both sides to get rid of the constant. And I like to draw a line like this. So 19 minus 5 is 14. So M equals 14. Okay? And then circle your final answer. Okay, we're going to do number 2. So we're going to add. Inverse of subtraction is addition. So equals Z, this crosses out, just like this crossed out, and negative 12 plus 8 is negative 4. Circle the answer. Negative 11 times Q equals negative 77. So draw the line. We're going to divide both sides by negative 11. So negative divided by negative is a positive, so that's 7, and Q equals 7. Z divided by 9, we're going to multiply by 9 on both sides. These cross out, so Z equals 6 times 9. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, so let me make sure. 6 times 9 equals 54. Circle the answer. So now we're going, I believe, into 2 steps. So we want to get rid of the constant because we want the variable and the coefficient together. So we're going to add 17 to both sides. These cross out. 15x equals 30. Then we're going to divide both sides by 2. So by 15, excuse me. So 15 divided by 15 is 1. 30 divided by 15 is 2. So x equals 2. Now this side, we're going to first get rid of the constant. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. So 26 equals d over 10. So in order to get the variable by itself, we have to multiply both sides by 10, because this is division. These cross out. 26 times 10 is 260 equals D. I believe this is minus.
Hey, please tell me you have the smartboard markers.
We're going to go up here. I'm going to make this a minus instead of an equal sign. So we're going to get rid of the constant, or we're going to get rid of this constant on this side. So we're going to add these cross out for 14W equals 8W plus 44. So then I'm going to get rid of 8. So we have all the variables on one side. So we're going to cross these out. So this becomes 6W equals 44. So then we have to divide both sides by 6. These cross out. W equals 44 divided by 6. Sorry. 44 divided by 6 is 7.3. And we circle the answer. Okay, now this one, remember, you distribute and you combine like terms. So 3 times 3k is 9k. So 3 times 4 is plus 12. And then we go minus k. Then we're going to combine the like terms. So 9 minus 6 is 3k plus 12 equals 54. So then we're going to minus 12 from both sides because that's addition. These cross out. 3k equals 42. So now the inverse of multiplication is division. So k equals 42 divided by 3. It's 14. Okay, so now here I am going to add 7 to both sides. So this is 27 plus c equals 4c. Then I'm going to get rid of the c on this side. So this is 27 equals 3c. Then 3 times c, inverse is division, so divides both by 3. and 27 divided by 3 equals 9. So 9 equals C, and we circle the answer. Okay? Now here we have x minus 2 over 4 equals 3. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply both sides, because this is a division. We're going to multiply both sides by 4. These cross out, so then it becomes x minus 2 equals 3 times 4 is 12. So we're going to add 2, because the inverse of subtraction is addition. So x equals 14. We circle the answer. Okay, remember you can slow it down. Now let's go to the next page, and we are going to do inequalities. So I draw the line here, and this one is simple because you just divide both sides by negative 16, the number of the coefficient, because you want the p by itself. So 32 divided by 16 is negative 2. But remember, when you divide or multiply, when there's inequality involved, you have to flip it. So you flip this. So negative 2, we know it's equal or, so it's a solid sign. So I like to word it like this because it makes it easier for me to understand. You can always flip it like P is greater than or equal to negative 2. So P is greater than or equal to negative 2. So I like to do it that way because it makes it more sensible to me. Okay, so then the next one is we are going to get rid of the constant first. So negative 5 on both sides. So it's 11 minus 5 is 6, is less than or equal to 8. And again, I'm going to flip it because it makes it easier for me to graph. So we have x is greater than or equal to 6. Remember, it's a solid circle. So x is greater than or equal to 6. So it goes to the right. And then the next one is division. So r divided by 3 is greater than 6. So we are going to multiply both sides by 3. This crosses this out, so r is greater than 18. And this one happens to be in the way I prefer it, so I'm going to leave it alone. And remember, 18, it's an open circle because it is less than or greater than, and r is greater than 18, so it goes to the right. Okay? And let's see, we have a couple more on this page. So I'm going to draw my line. This is subtraction, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides because we want to get rid of the constant. So negative 22 plus 10 is negative 12 is greater than b. Okay, so again, I like to do it this way because it makes it easier for me to graph. If you understand it that way, that's great. So b, again, the critical, what do they call it? The critical number is where you plot it. So we're going to do an open circle here, and b is less than, so it goes to the left. All right, and then this one is 12 plus x over 4. So in order to get, this is the division, so we have to multiply both sides by 4. And I didn't circle the answer, I apologize. She's going to want you to circle the answer. So this crosses out. So negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. And becomes 12 plus x. So we're going to move minus 12, because this is positive. You're going to subtract 12. So this is negative 16 is greater than x. But again, I like to do it this way because it makes more sense to me. Okay, so x is an open circle. The negative 16 is the critical number, and x is less than, so it goes this way. All right. Now, here is the communication in real world scenario. So I just want to make sure when graphing inequalities, the first number you circle, which is this number, okay, and there's the answer, I forgot to circle it again, is called the critical number. And the three things you can do at this point in the graph is start, stop, change. Okay? Now here, we have to make a real life problem. So X could stand for apples, right? So X, I'm going to say 30 apples is greater than 20 apples. Now here, I want to make sure you can see it. X, it could be apples again. You could say 4 bushels of 30 apples each is greater than 80 apples. Okay? Look over, make sure you understand it. Remember, when graphing these numbers on the inequalities in here, I'll go circle the numbers again because I didn't do that, but -2, -6, 18, those are all the critical numbers. Okay? That's where it starts. And then the three things you can do are start, stop, or change. And look at how I worded the word problems. You can word it a little bit differently, but long as you get the point across that you understand what the inequality means and what does the X stand for. So here we had bushels of apples, and this we had just plain apples. Okay? Thanks for listening.